Okay, hi. So I am continuing today, and I am going to talk about finger exercises. And I'm going to review one today. I actually don't use too many things that are actually deemed just finger exercises. Typically, what I use for finger exercise is scales. And I'm going to do a video series completely dedicated to scales, right? Going up and down the string, chromatic scales, major scales, pentatonic scales. There's lots of different types of scales, and any one of them can be used as finger exercise. But that's not this video. This video is just about finger exercise. No one really wants to talk about it because it's not fun. It's just not. Usually, when you're practicing to gain strength or flexibility in your fingers, what the sound you're making is not typically as musical as you want it to be, right? Because you play an instrument to make music, not to just make sounds that are kind of random. But they are necessary, right? I find the ones that I had mentioned earlier when you're using scales, they are working on other things as well in addition to finger exercise. So they may be a little bit more melodic. But this exercise today that I'm going to be reviewing is not melodic. It's not. But it is a good finger workout. So why do it? The fingers need strength. They need flexibility. That's the whole point, right? It's to keep, your pads working. It's to make sure that your right hand is doing what it needs to also. That's really it in a nutshell. So the exercise that I'm going to do today is in what is called the first position, right? So where you see my fingers are, first finger on the first fret, second finger, second fret, third finger, third fret, fourth finger, fourth fret. And the way that we're going to be working is from the sixth string to the first string, and then you're going to come back to the sixth string again. Okay? The exercise is going to use every combination of fingers possible. So, what we're going to be doing is using fingers 1 and 2. We're going to start there, right? They're your easiest fingers. They're your strongest fingers. And we're going to go from the sixth string to the first string and then come back again. So I'll demonstrate. The right hand, your picking hand, is straight down strums. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. 1, 2. Straightforward so far. When you get to that first string, then you're going to now come backwards. So you're going to do 2, 1. Okay, I'll play it again from beginning to end, and then we'll move on from there. So if that's what you can do, and that's what you feel comfortable doing, you stop there, right? Do that procedure as many times as you need to, right? Just because you do something doesn't mean, okay, I did it, it's done. The idea is, to give your fingers a workout. So if you do it 5 times, great. If you do it 2 times, great. If you do it 12 times, great. Whatever works for you. Then move on. You've now used the finger combination 1 and 2. Next is 1 and 3. Okay, with the same procedure. I said at the beginning, this is not melodic, right? And you can hear that. There's a little bit of a pattern in your ear, but it's not something you'd sit back and relax to. So I'm going to keep going because I'm going to use every combination of 1 and. So we did 1 and 2, fingers 1 and 2, fingers 1 and 3. So now a little more difficult is fingers 1 and 4, right? Your fourth finger is your weakest. It's everybody's weakest. And you know, he doesn't like to go, or he or she, whatever your fingers are, doesn't like to get that round position. So that's what you're looking for. If you can't master it at first, keep trying. So okay, so now we completed 1 and each other finger. So now we're going to do the same thing starting with finger 2. So that would be 2 and 3. And 2 and 4. The only one left now is starting with 3. And the only combination that we're going to do is 3 and 4, which is probably the most difficult because these are your fingers that have the least amount of strength. Now you've seen I've missed a string here and there. It's okay. It's part of doing finger exercises. Keep going. Okay. So now I'm going to attempt to play that exercise from beginning to end. Hopefully, if you get to the point where you can play along, cool. I'll do it on the slower side. I'm not going to put the metronome on just because I'm probably going to go a little slower, so I might have a little bit of fluctuation in timing. Hopefully not. But if you can play along, do. If you can't, that's okay. You will someday. Just keep practicing. So here goes. Starting with second finger, 2, 3. Hardest, 3, 4. And there you have it. As I said before, the most important thing with finger exercises is do them. Next up will be scales, because that is also another great way to exercise your fingers. Keep practicing. Stay safe. Till next time.